I want to show you now a very quick way to put together a product that you can use as a giveaway to your list. It's not going to be unique, but it's still going to contain some valuable information that you can use to provide to your list. Now, go to ezinearticles.com, and what you do, this is a big article directory, and it's very, very high quality. Every article here goes through human approval, so you know that what you're getting is going to be good. So what we do is we obviously search for our niche. Now this time we're looking on dog training. Now what I'd recommend is before you start, you spend 2 minutes thinking about how you're going to lay out your book, what information you want in there. Do you want dog training? What sort of dog training? Dog tricks? Potty training? What is it that you want to train your dog? And that'll help you find relevant articles. So if we click on search now, it'll come up with some articles for us. You can see here there's many different articles. So what you do is you start going through the articles, looking at some that get your attention, and you find articles that will be good in your book. So you go through, you read the article, you make sure you're happy with it. So we're going to pick this one, and then we click here on eZine Publisher. This gives us some information about the article. And what we want to do is we want to pick this up, we want to copy it, and then we want to paste it into our Microsoft Word document. And that's our first article. Now we have to make sure that all of these links are live. So it basically means if you copy that and then you go to hyperlink, you can paste it in here, and you click OK, and then we can take this out. Okay, now all we need to do is a little bit of formatting. I mean, that doesn't look right. There's obviously other ones, by the way, down here. You've got to leave these in here, make all those hyperlinks. Now we need to do a little bit of formatting, don't we? Make it look nice. So what we could do is we could center those. We make that into heading 1, center that, make it slightly bigger, and there we have quite a nice looking, yeah, it looks quite nice. Now what we need to do is we need to put that onto its own page, onto the next page, and we're going to start doing some other pages. So what we need is we're going to have a title page. This will have the graphics, if you've got any, a picture or two maybe, the title, your name, your web address. Then on the next page we may have a disclaimer of some sort. You don't have to have a disclaimer, but depending on your niche you may need to protect yourself. Then you have a table of contents. Okay, and then finally you have an introduction. Now what we also need to do is, let me just go down here. What we want to do is we want to make the title for the introduction look the same. So we use the Microsoft Word Format Painter, and we go up like that, and it looks exactly the same. We also, at the end of it, want to have an end note. And we may also decide we want a resources section which contains information on other products that people might be interested in. So what we want to do again is we want to copy that formatting down here onto that one, and then we copy it again onto resources. Now, little bit of magic for you here. This is one of my favorite things with Microsoft Word. It's table of contents. Now you may try and go through it by hand, but it's going to take a lot of time. Go to Insert, References, Index and Tables, Table of Contents, and click OK, and there we have our table of contents. And we can add documents, and we right hand click and we choose Update Field, and it will update the table of contents as we add new notes. Now what you need to do is write the introduction, the end note, and if you want a resources section, the resources. And you just copy and paste, you know, maybe 10 to 12 articles and put them in here. Now another thing that you need to do is you need to put page numbers in. So it's insert page numbers, stick them in the middle, and there you are. Something else you can do in the footer is you may want to do copyright your name and then www buildyourwebsite.com. So basically that's all you need to do. Copy and paste the articles so you've got everything you want, and just like magic you have created a document that you can give away. All that remains is for you to give it a snappy title, a title that people will go, oh, that sounds good. By the way, if you're looking for graphics for the front, look for some royalty-free stock photography. You can get some pictures of dogs and the like that you put on there, and you got some nice pictures. You could pay for graphics to be designed if you wanted to, but you don't have to. So the next step is to save it, and then we have to convert it to PDF. Now I want to show you two PDF programs. The first piece of software is called Primo PDF. It's free to use and will create any file you can print as a PDF. It's very, very good, and I'll demonstrate this one in a minute. It's free to download. The other one is pdf995.com. This again is another suite of products that do similar things. However, they have a free version and a paid version, and the paid version just removes sort of adverts and splash screens. So I personally quite like this one, Primo PDF. It's very, very easy to use. So just click here and download it to your computer and install it. And what I'm going to do now is just very quickly show you how that works. Okay, so I've given it the title 10 Tips for Perfect Dog Training. So we go to File and Print, and you can see here I have Primo PDF as my printer. So we just leave that set up like this, and then we click on OK. So here we have the printing options. Obviously change it to a location where you want it. We're going to say we're going to open the PDF afterwards. Document properties. This is something that you can add to basically say who the author is, title, subject and keywords. Always worth putting that in. Helps protect your intellectual capital. Then we want to look at PDF security. Again, this is worth doing. You want to put a password here. You don't want to enable copying of text, and you want to allow low resolution printing. So put a password in here. This isn't 100% secure. It can be bypassed, but what it does do is just stop the casual copier. If someone's determined, they're going to get around it regardless, but this just stops most people from copying it and passing it off at their own work. Now, you need to use a PDF because it provides you with a degree of security and portability. A PDF can be used on any computer with an Adobe Reader on it. Adobe Reader is free to download, pretty much whether you're running Linux, Apple, Macs or PCs, you can read a PDF, and that's the benefit of it. And as you've seen there, it's also got a degree of security to stop people from copying your work. So once you've set all your settings, you just click here, Create PDF. And here we have our finished document. See title, disclaimer, our table of contents. Note that these show you the right page numbers. And if we scroll down, we've got our introduction, and then here we have our strategy for perfect dog training, our article. And that's all you need to do. And then you distribute this to your list. You put it in your autoresponder. You give it away to people, whatever it might be, and you will start building your list in exchange for this valuable report that you've created. And you can see it will take you less than an hour to create a report like this. It's very, very simple to do.